Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hi again, welcome back to our channel. This is Dr. Mohammed Mokri for the channel. Thank you so much for coming back and listening to the videos. We appreciate you all, and we hold you all very dear. Wherever you are from, whoever you are welcome to listen to this video and to learn from it and hopefully benefit from it. Okay, so today's spiritual or Sufi spiritual item, or let's call it a herb, it is actually a resin and it's called myrrh, as you can see from the title of the video. Now, the myrrh is one of the most important resins in Arabia, in the Middle East, and also all around the world for spiritual people. It has been there since, well, people think that it's been there since the beginning of time, where the human race was created and they came from heaven to earth. And basically, to us Sufis, the myrrh represents the feminine, as frankincense represents the masculine. So if you could go to my video about the frankincense, there's a lot of information there about how to use them together. Now, it is one of the most powerful cleansing items or incenses that you can burn. It's basically a resin. You burn it on a piece of hot piece of coal, or there are sometimes incense sticks where you can burn it. It is used in Sufism, first and foremost, it is for protection. When you burn myrrh in an area, it is extremely hard for negative energies and evil energies, or any kind of destructive energy to be present in the space. Okay, there really is no evil around myrrh, so if you burn it somewhere, you will definitely get rid of whatever negativity is there. It is used in Ruqya, it is used in exorcism, which is Islamic exorcism. Sometimes they use herbs and resins and perfumes in the Sufi tradition because evil cannot tarry the vicinity that myrrh is burned in. We do have a recipe for that, so if you feel that there's any evil or evil spirits in a place or a residence or even on a person, I will give you the recipe. You mix myrrh and you mix frankincense with it. You also add to that musk, a few drops of dark musk, the red musk, which I think it's available online. You can buy it from Amazon or eBay, or even online if you search for it. Then some people add to it a resin which is called dragon's blood. Okay, that's also available. It's also another resin on the tree. If you combine these four together and burn them in an area, there is absolutely nothing evil that can stay there. If something stays there, I would doubt very much that it's evil, okay, in spirit. Alright? Now, the myrrh is important it was important for people before the Abrahamic faith. For example, the Egyptians, the pharaohs used it as a sacrifice for Isis or Isis. We call it Isis. Her name is Isis, but obviously here in the West they call her Isis because of how it's written. This was also used as an offering for many other what they called deities at the time. Okay, now at that time they would burn these things and put their faith in certain spirits. Before, that's the reason the Abrahamic faith came, to show them. It doesn't necessarily mean that Isis is evil. Okay, I'd like to clarify that. But unfortunately today some people are a little bit extreme, and they will label anything that is not from the Islamic religion or from their faith as evil. Okay, the evil thing, in my opinion, is to attack these spirits without understanding them and without dealing with them and understanding them. Okay, the Isis, I know, believes in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and she has been given that knowledge. Okay, she worships the one God. But that's besides the point. Now, I'm going to go ahead and describe other uses for myrrh. Myrrh is an extremely powerful magnet for money. It is also an extremely powerful magnet for love. If you add myrrh to any other incense, it will make it like at least 100 times more powerful than it already is. There have been some Sufi teachers, and me myself, if I have a perfume, say for example I buy a cologne or a perfume, I will add a few pieces of myrrh resin. It is soluble in alcohol, so it will dissolve in the perfume. If you don't like the alcohol-based perfume, any other perfume that you add, if you add the essential oil, then it will actually be a protective agent, a blessing agent for you. It will attract prosperity, it will attract love, and it will give you security spiritually. The myrrh is one of the resins that was given to Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, Jesus Christ, when he was born. It's mentioned in the Bible, the Injil, which we believe is from the Word of God, and it is in the Christian tradition that the Magi, or the wise men who came to visit Sayyidah Maryam al-Azra after she had Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, gave him a few resins as a gift. One of them was frankincense and one of them was myrrh, amongst other ones, obviously to protect him, because they knew the Magi were wise men from the region. Now, in Arabic, the myrrh is called المر الحجازي, which Hijazi means from the land of Mecca and Medina, that area of the world. The trees that produce this resin are native there. Okay, they've always been native there. They now also grow in the countries that are around that area. Okay, so you'll find it in different parts of Arabia. You'll find it in Egypt. You'll find it in Sudan. You'll find it in other parts of Saudi. It's been propagated in Yemen. It's always been present in all of these regions, plus other regions on the planet which are not less important, but they have similar kinds of climates. Now, the myrrh resin is very important medicinally. Sufis were using it for medicine, and it really is amazing. I've tried it myself. It's an antiseptic and antibacterial, and some believe that it's an antiviral. If you put a few drops of the essential oil in water and just wash your face with it, it will help get rid of acne and so on, and all things that are like as a result of any kind of infection. They are also very good for the mouth and for the teeth. Like, I remember my granddad and my great-granddad, they used to chew myrrh, and they will chew it after the suwak, so that they will cleanse their mouth. It is well known as a treatment for dental problems and receding gums. So if you go and research that as well, it's amazing for that purpose. There is, for example, a tradition to burn myrrh in an area before we are going to do any kind of prayer or use any kind of spiritual item in Sufism, so that we cleanse the area. Okay? Even if you get a few grains of myrrh and put them in your safe or in your wallet, or even carry them in your right pocket, which is where you draw things to you, that will definitely attract success and money to you. There is another recipe for and love as well. There is another recipe for the removal of obstacles that is in the frankincense video. If you go and listen to that one, it will tell you about how to use myrrh with frankincense and sandalwood to remove obstacles. Okay? I just love myrrh. I love everything about it. The minute I hold it in my hand, I just feel good. And it's really nice. So you guys give it a try. Always remember to read the Quran with whatever you use. If you are Muslim and Sufi and spiritual, and you want to, or if you are just Muslim and you want to get the greatest benefit out of it, read the Quran, because the Quran, being a holy text, it activates this on a molecular level, and it creates like a buzz of energy within the myrrh grain itself and the resin, and it makes it really powerful. So if you read, for example, Qul Huwallahu Ahad wal Mu'awwidhatayn for protection, which are the last 3 surahs of the Quran, with myrrh incense, and if you add, especially if you add the dark musk to it and the dragon's blood and the frankincense, nothing can stand in your way that's evil. Okay, so there's books written about myrrh, and like, you know, if you go to the Sufi tradition, because it's so old, and it started like just after the Prophet ﷺ passed on and everything settled down, you will find rooms filled with books about these things, and I've seen a few channels that are amazing here that bring up Sufi things out, and they like show the writing, and it's so interesting to read. Most of the books we have, but there are some that are also connected to other sheikhs, to other holy men, men who are close to God and spiritual and Muslim and Sufi, that are also interesting to read. It is very good to try and make anything like stop anything from getting infected or like infested. In some traditions in Arabia, in some traditions, they do mix myrrh with henna and other items, and they put it around the bodies of people who have passed on, so that it's like some form of preservation for the body until it gets buried. And obviously spiritually it's amazing. A lucky person who would ever get like these things around them would be a ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and a real blessing, especially if the Quran is used with it or any other holy book or text. So I hope this video was great, guys, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I do try my best to give as much information out about these things, but please, if you have any questions or any queries, please leave your comments and and suggestions in the comment section, and if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them ASAP. I wish you all protection, wealth, love and healing. May anyone who listens to this video, wherever they are from, whoever they are from, whatever religion they are, may they be blessed with all these things and more, and may all your wishes come true, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the best of the best, and always look out for you and look after you. Remember, I always say, be kind, be good. When you work with these things, don't be selfish. The more positive you are, and the more you wish good things for people, especially when you use it, and the more you are less combative and peaceful with these things, the bigger your results will be. Okay? There's a lot of anger in the world, and it leads to negativity, and it leads to the attraction of bad energy. So we have to be peaceful, we have to be strong. Okay? And our religion is called Islam, which are the givers of peace. So guys, when you use these things, bless yourself, bless everything around you and everyone around you. Pray for yourself and everyone you can think of. That way it will become stronger for you, and you will see your results multiply, bi'idhnillah, and you'll do amazing. Okay? We love you all, sending you all a big virtual hug, and until our next video, inshallah. Okay? Goodbye. Take care.